It seems like I'm pushing all to the players. I'm the responsible, and I'm really. It's hard to find another word. I'm really embarrassed of, in 26 games, win 6, and something is wrong in the way we are playing football. And sometimes it's not about the way we play, tactically and technically. It's the way we face competition and the way we suffer and the way we get mad because we are losing and the way we protect the goal. And these things we need to improve. And sometimes it's not just inside the pitch, it's outside the pitch. But that feeling that I'm talking about, like to fight until the end, the way we face competition, it's not okay to lose. It's not okay to draw. It doesn't matter if we can change our position in the league or not. That feeling is nothing about confidence. It's about the belief and the understanding that we are in Manchester United, and we don't want to be the worst in the league. And our position it's unacceptable. And for me, that is not lack of confidence, it's lack of something more profound. And I talked with the board and with everybody, even with the fans, in every moment. I have a clear feeling that I know what this team needs to be so much better. And that helped me to maintain that level of not go down so much and not so high in some moments.
It's now 9 Premier League defeats at home for Manchester United this season. That hasn't happened since 1962. Amorim says he might have to leave if the poor form continues. What do you think?
Well, it's a good stat from you, not a good stat for Manchester United, is it? You know, it's been an awful season for them in the league. They know that. I think he knew that when he was coming in, that it was going to be tough because he wanted to change the way that Manchester United were playing mid-season. Did he have the players to play that way? The focus has clearly been on the Europa League and trying to get themselves into the Champions League, which you feel is a must for them. It's also a must for Tottenham. But if they want to then go and bring in the players that he wants to bring in, you need that financial reward of getting into the Champions League. So that's clearly his focus. Again, he rotated players. Again, there was no real rhythm to the play, and that has been a problem. We've said, well, we've seen some of the younger players come through. He's given them experience. But from the league perspective, it's been awful. You just don't expect to see Manchester United in the position that they're in.
No. Can you explain the anomaly between Europe and Premier League?
Yeah, quality. The differences in quality of the teams that they're playing. I think European nights are always special under the lights anyway, so there is a change in atmosphere which changes the way that the players, when they warm up, the feel of the ground and the expectation, but it's the quality of the teams that they've gone up against. The Premier League's unforgiving.
So the Europa League has suffered as a competition because there's now no drop-off from the Champions League.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'd say so. I think that's part and parcel of it. I don't think I've watched a lot of the teams. I watched Bilbao the other night and I thought, my God, these are awful. They're such a poor team. And you talk about La Liga being a competitive league, and I'm thinking it is a competitive league, but is it as good as people are making out to be? I thought they were really poor against Manchester United, and United dominated them. I'm thinking they don't do that in the Premier League. They don't have that ability to do that within the Premier League. So I think it shows you the gulf in quality of the competitions.
Lenny Yoro, that injury to him with the Europa League final coming up, how big a blow could that be?
It is, with all, obviously, the other defensive injuries as well, and the fact I thought he played well against Athletic Club. He's obviously got that recovery pace that may be needed. He's got that ability to bring the ball out. You can see 1v1 defending he enjoys doing. So, yeah, it's a big loss, and clearly he's rotated his players to try and keep them fit and available for that final, because that is his main focus. So to then see one of your players that would be starting is a real blow, and yeah, you can see Amorim's gutted about
that. Embarrassed. Hard to accept.
You should be.
All the things that Bella says I should be feeling all the time. This is all about Rúben Amorim, of course, and he's losing the feeling of being a massive club at Manchester United. Some of the quotes here that Amorim's been saying after another Premier League defeat for Manchester United.
Yeah, and the head coach has suggested that he could leave the club if things don't improve following their 2-0 defeat to West Ham at Old Trafford, which has left them 16th in the table.
We have to do so much better, and for me the biggest concern is that feeling that is okay, and we cannot change our position so much, so it's okay. And that is the biggest problem in our club in this moment, because we are losing the feeling of we are a massive club and it is the end of the world to lose a game at home. So I think that is the biggest concern in our club.
Well, it's been a season of unwanted records for Manchester United, and yesterday's defeat, I'm afraid, has only added to the CV of bad stuff.
Yeah, 9 home league defeats is now their joint most in a season, most for over 60 years, whilst they're also joint on the longest winless run in the Premier League.
That's right, and on top of that, they've now gone 1-0 down 12 times at home this season and have failed to score in 14 league matches.
How is supposed to feel a manager of Manchester United in that position? Embarrassed, and it's hard to accept. And I think everybody has to think seriously about a lot of things here. So everybody is thinking about the final. The final is not the issue in this moment in our club. We have bigger things to think, and we have to change a lot of things in the end of the season.
We heard Amorim's reference to the Europa League final there, and winning that is the only way that Manchester United can qualify for Europe next season. But the head coach isn't actually sure whether qualifying for the Champions League would be a good thing.
We are showing that in the end of this season that we are not playing Premier League and Champions League for us is the moon. So we need to know that, and so I'm not concerned about the final. They will be focused, and I don't know what is best, if he's playing Champions League or not. So let's think about Chelsea to improve a lot of things.
Rúben Amorim has admitted his embarrassment over Manchester United's poor form, but has revealed he has told the club's board that he understands what is necessary for improvement next season. The Red Devils' latest Premier League setback was a 2-0 defeat at home to West Ham, plunging them to an alarming 16th place after losing an astonishing 17 matches this season. Since taking over from Erik Ten Hag in November, Amorim has managed only 6 wins in 25 league games. Despite domestic woes, Amorim has guided United to the Europa League final, keeping hopes of Champions League qualification alive. Yet, he has offered a stark assessment of his time at the helm, hinting at the need for change if progress isn't made. United's board will evaluate Amorim's role come the end of the season. Speaking to Sky Sports, the Portuguese coach said first off, "I'm really embarrassed, in 25 games to win just 6. Something is wrong in the way we play football. Sometimes it's not about the way we play, tactically or technically, it is the way we face competition, the way we suffer, the way we get mad because we are losing. These things we need to improve. It's not just inside the pitch, it's outside the pitch. That feeling I'm talking about, to fight until the end, the way we face competition. It's not okay to lose, it's not okay to draw. That feeling is not about confidence, it's about the belief and understanding that we are Manchester United. We don't want to be the worst in the league and our position is unacceptable. For me, that is not about a lack of confidence. It's something more profound." The manager revealed that he has engaged in discussions with the board and is convinced that he knows what is required to elevate the team's performance and standing in the table. "I spoke with the board, with everybody, even the fans in every moment. I have a clear feeling I know what this team needs to be so much better. That helps me to maintain that level, not get so low or too high." In the wake of the defeat to West Ham, Amorim's tone was decidedly more downbeat, and he even hinted that he might not be the right person to lead the team next season. He said, "I don't want to talk about the players. I'm talking about myself and the culture in the club and the culture in the team. I have that feeling. We need to change that, and we need to be really strong in the summer and to be brave. Because we cannot have a season like this next year. If the feeling is still here, we should give the space to different persons, so it's a big problem that we have here at the club. It's a decisive moment in the history of the club. We need to address that."